Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Today we're going to learn the last 6 letters of the Arabic alphabet. And I'm going to start with La, with the fath'a, assuming there's a fath'a on top of the letter. It sounds like La as in let, la, let. Always all the light letters, when there's a fath'a on them, they will have the sound of a as an apple, right? A, la, let. So this is la. Top to bottom, this is how you're going to write it. And as you can see, it connects from right and from left. And it's a straight line connected from right and left. It's different than the a, right, where we have a straight line, but it does not connect from the left side. Here it connects from the left side, so that's how you know this is an a, whereas this is a la. Okay, and at the end it looks like this, and this is how la looks like. Okay. A circle by itself, we have seen a circle with a dot on top, that was fa. We have seen a circle with 2 dots, that was qa. And now we know that this by itself, it sounds like ma as in mat. Ma. This is ma, a circle, the straight line, it connects from the left. If I'm writing, I will go like this, make a circle, and then really keep going. So this is ma. At the end, it has a tail that goes straight down. Okay, so it looks like it's not a circle here. There's like a small opening. This is just calligraphy for us. We're just gonna put a circle. Okay, so we're not gonna be concerned about too much details. Next, we're gonna have the letter with the fath'a is gonna sound as na, net, na. This is na. It looks like ba, but the dot is on top. This is na, and at the end, realize that it doesn't look like the sisters, the triplets. It does not look like the triplets. The other ones have like this shape, right? Like the ba have this shape. This one has like this shape. It's like a deeper and not that long shaped letter, right? So this is the na. Then we have ha, the most complicated letter probably to write, and also it looks totally different in each of and every position. So in the beginning it looks like this, in the middle it looks like that, at the end it looks like this, and all by itself it looks like that. So in every position this letter looks different. So that's the most complicated letter in terms of how it looks like. But because it's so unique, I believe it's so easy to detect. And it sounds like ha as in hat. This is a ha, just like the H in English. How would you write that? You'd actually start from top to bottom like this. You go up and do the circle, and then you go left. Okay, this one is a little more complicated, and I'll show you first how we do it. So we go right, we go up, you make, and then you go left. And most Arabs, when they write it, and actually even some Quran, in the Quran, they make it this way. You can also write ha this way. Much easier, much simpler. So just a, curve, like a, I don't know how you call that, just like that form, and then you keep going. So you can see that in some mushafs as well. And then this is the at the end. It doesn't have the two dots. If it has two dots, it becomes ta, right? It's totally different letter. Wa, wa, as in what, wa. And this is a letter that does not connect from the left. Wa. It's a circle. It's like a ra, but with a circle first. You start with a circle and you go down like the ra. You do the circle and the ra, right? And it looks like the ra a little bit, but with a head of a circle. So that's wa, a light letter. And finally, a tooth with two dots below it. And that's gonna be ya, as in yet. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, looks like this, just like the ba, ta, tha, the dots in these two positions, but at the end it has its own unique form, which is, you know, this. And here it looks slightly different, but it's okay. You can say it looks like that with a connection right here, right? So this will be yeah. So I'm gonna give you a couple of minutes to just look at those letters and try to internalize them. So please try to look at each letter, how it looks in the beginning, in the middle, at the end. This is la, straight line. This is la. This is ma. You can always pause the video at any point in time and you know, keep looking and viewing these letters until you feel comfortable with them. Let's do, after you're ready, unpause the video and do this. Practice by circling the letters you recognize in the following words and pronouncing them loudly. Right now, I believe we know all these letters, so we should be able to pronounce all of them. La, a, na, ha, ka, ma, ja, ha, ra. Fa, wa, ha, ba. Ya, da, ka. Okay, let's see where these letters are coming from to make sure we're pronouncing them correctly. La, all these letters I believe are very easy for us because we use them in English. La is from the tongue, right? La, la. La. Just make sure when it's with fath'a, it's making the sound ending with a as in apple. La, a, apple, la, la. Then we have ma. Ma is from the lips. Ma. Na is from the top of your tongue up here. Na, na. Ha comes from deep down next to your a sound. Next to a comes the ha. It's a lot of air comes out of it. Ha, ha, right? You're putting a lot of air out of your lungs when you do this one versus a lot of harsher sound with the ha. It's closer to your throat. The ha closer to your throat. The ha is you're bringing the air out of your lungs. Wa is also from here, and ya, actually it's just really your ya is from your chin, from the muscles in your chin. Yeah, but also your tongue would be moving a little upward. Yeah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go and read a little bit of Quran. So I'm gonna start over here and then we'll read maybe inshallah 3 lines. As usual, we're assuming a fath'a on top of every letter that we're seeing here. When you, before you get to reading with me over here, make sure you go and practice, all these letters that we learned today. Try to internalize them and memorizing them first, and then come here to try to read with me and to guess the letters ahead of me or along with me so that you benefit the most. So this is ha, ma, ta, na, za, ya, la. We'll talk about this in future lessons. This, if I put a fath'a here, this will be la, ka, ta, ba, ma, na. Let's skip this one. This is a la, and this is another la, and this is a ha. This is, by the way, the name of Allah. Allah, double L. Allah. Let's skip this. La, a, za, ya, za. Jumping to this one. A little unique here, but this is la, followed by the head is from here, starting from here. Let's say ha, ha. Then we have ka, ya, and ma. Again, here, if we assume the hamza was on top with the fath'a on top of it, it's a. It's actually e, but for now we're only focusing on the a sound. This is na. We're making sure we can detect all of the letters and differentiate between them and know which letter we're looking at. This is fa. We'll talk about this symbol later on. Even though it looks like something we learned, which is the ya, the end letter with the two dots. So probably I'll tell you right now that in most mushafs, the ya don't put the two dots, even though the Arabic language, the ya looks really like this with two dots, but many mushafs don't use the two dots. For now, we'll assume that this is ya. It's unique in form, so you cannot really mistaken it for another letter. This is la. This is sa. Ma. Wa. Ta. Wa. This is a little fancy stuff. I'll skip it for now. This is ra. This is da. Again, I'll be talking about this later. Ya. Ta. La. Assuming a fatha on this is also a la. Assuming a fatha on this, that will be ma. This, since the hamza is here on top of this, this is a wa usually, but since there's a hamza on top of it, you ignore what's under. Whenever you have two things on top of each other, you ignore the thing that is below. So it's a. This is ma. You have a tooth here with a dot on top. Assuming there's a fatha, this will be na. A tooth with two dots on the bottom, that will be ya. And this is na. This is the letter wa with the fatha. This is fa. This is ya without the two dots. It's touching on this side, but it's the kha, kha. Assuming a fatha on this letter, that will be la. Assuming a fatha on this letter, that will make it sound like qa. Again, with a fatha, this will be ka. And this is ma. Wa, ma. I haven't talked about how to pronounce this yet. Let's jump to this. This is ya. Assuming fath'a on this, it will make it ba. 3 points makes that with fath'a tha. Ma. Na. Da. Ba. If there was a fath'a here, we would pronounce it as ta. A. Ya. And ta. I would also ask you to practice writing as usual the table we usually write. So I wanted to do the beginning, middle, and alone. And we're gonna do all the letters that we learned today. On your notepad, you're gonna put la, right? You make sure you write it in the beginning how it looks like with 3 dots here. Ma, na, ha, wa. It doesn't connect, so I'm not putting 3 dots. Ya. Okay, I believe all of them are easy to do except the ha, so I'm gonna do the ha in front of you in 2 forms. One is gonna be, we're gonna come here and then we're gonna do I'm gonna keep going. And second way you can do it, which is easier, which I recommend, is you do that and then you go like this and like that. Much easier, okay? If you can do all of these 3 times, or let's say 5 times. 5 times makes it stick into your mind. And every time you write the letter, every time you're writing it, say it loudly. La, la, la. Then second row, la, 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 la. This way it will make it stick. Okay, there's a reason why I ask you to do these exercises, and there's a reason why they're done the way they should be done. So 5 times for each one, and inshallah I'll see you tomorrow. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.